Do you want to be a millionaire? That would be a cool beans load of zeros in your bank account. So it's important to know your big numbers. Once you're a millionaire, you'll want to be a billionaire, and then a trillionaire, and then well, what do you call the illion that comes after trillion? Anyone who watches videos on YouTube will be no stranger to large subscriber and view counts. Let's take Rihanna for example. She's got the most viewed videos with this number of views. But can you say this number out loud in words? At the time of making this video, Mr. Beast has this many subscribers. Again, can you say this number in words?
We're about to hit 103 million. It's hard to say.
I didn't have the best grades.
Large numbers are being used more and more in this generation than ever before, especially with the rise of talent on social media. So I think it's about time we learn how to say these big numbers. Rishi Sunak, the current Prime Minister of Britain, has decided that all students in the UK should continue to study maths until the age of 18. So in this channel, I'm going to help you learn maths, even if you think you're rubbish at it. You're watching Carizmi. Let's get into it. You need to be able to read any 3-digit number. Let's go for, I don't know, let's try. That's a little bit scary. Let's go for something a little bit happier, shall we? Okay. So here we have 101. This is worth 1, this is worth 10, and this is worth 100. Okay, so we have 101. Let's just add another 3 digits. I don't know, let's say 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we now have 2 groups of 3. The first group is 101, and the second group is 234. So starting from the right, we count in groups of 3 and add a comma. So we have 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3. Well, we don't need a comma at the end because it's the end of the numbers. So what we want to do is give each of these group of 3 numbers a team name, and we'll call this team ones. And then the second set of 3 numbers, 234, we'll call this team thousands. We can keep doing that for every group of 3 numbers that we have. So this number is 234,101. Let's take more numbers. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we have 9 numbers. And as I said before, we count from the end and count 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. So we've split this up into 3 groups of 3. And what we'll do, we'll give the first one its team name, ones. The second one team name, thousand. Third team name, million. So we now have here, starting at this end, 123,456,789. And that's how we read this number. So if we have a look at what Mr. Beast had as his subscriber count, 1, 2, 7, 9, 4, 6, 3, 7, 8. And as we said, we start from the end and we count into groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's the last 3. And then we'll give the teams the title. Ones. Thousands. Million. So we now have 127,946,378. Wow, that's an awful lot of subscribers. Well, I'll be posting more videos to help you learn maths. Then please do subscribe and press the bell icon so you'll be informed whenever I upload any more videos. And with that out of the way, let's continue the video. So it would be useful to know what the name of each group of 3 zeros is called. Starting with the first set, the number here can be anything between 0 and 999. I've called this group 100. The next group, 1,000. That's where you have 3 zeros. Then 1 million with 6 zeros, 1 billion with 9 zeros, then 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion, sextillion, a septillion, octillion, nonillion, decillion, undecillion, duodecillion, tridecillion, quatorticillion, quindecillion, sextillion, septendecillion, octodecillion, novemdecillion, vigintillion. Okay, we're going to skip ahead a few zeros here and go to the next number, which is called the Google. This here has got 100 zeros. It's also the name that inspired Google, and you'll notice that it's spelt a little differently thanks to the company's founder who accidentally misspelled the name. He chose the name Google because his search engine was intended to provide large quantities of information. And lastly, an even larger number than a Google, called the Googleplex. This is an obscene amount of zeros, so large that the inventor of the name said that you should continue writing the number of zeros until you get tired. And interestingly, the headquarters of Google, which is in Mountain View, California, is called the Googleplex. Wait, is that a massive clock ticking away on top of one of the roofs? Cool. Now, you may have noticed that there's no zillions or gazillions or bazillions or gajillions. They're all just ways of describing very large, unspecified numbers. You know, a bit like a hyperbole. Like, Mr. Beast has got gazillions of subscribers, where you exaggerate a really large number, but they're not actually real mathematical numbers. Okay, so now it's your turn. Let's see if you can read big numbers. Always add commas to form groups of 3 digits. Make sure you start from the right hand side and work your way left every 3 numbers. And then also remember the group headings. Notice I've left the first column blank. Here we're now going to just say the 3 digits. And then after that, the next group of 3, you'd say 1,000, the next group of 3, million, and so on. Okay, let's take the first number. Pause the video and let's see how you go. Okay, starting from number 7 and working towards the left. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, but there's no more numbers, so we don't need the last comma. And now we think about the group headings. So here, this would be the 517. Then you have 1,000. We can just put 1,000. Then we have million. We can put million. So you should have got 289,346,517. How did you get on? All right, let's try another number then. Let's go. Here's the number. Pause the video. See if you can say the number, and then let's see what the answer is. So here we'd count our 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we can put our title, so we've got 1,000, and million, and billion, and trillion. Okay, so this is a 14-digit number. So anything over 12 digits would be in the trillions. So we have here 10 trillion, 110 billion, 100 million, 1,010. So there you go. How did you get on with that one? Okay, let's try one more. Okay, pause the video, see if you can say the numbers, and then we'll look at how you say it. So from the end, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that's it. So then 981, and then this is the 1,000, this is the million, this is the billion, this is the trillion. So anything above 12 digits we knew was going to be trillions. So here we have 919 trillion, 890 billion, 198 million, 919,981. Whoa, that's a big number. All right, we'll try one more. Let's try this one here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have 1. We've got 3 noughts. We've got no thousands. We've got millions here, billions here, trillions here, and quadrillions here. Anything above 15 is quadrillion. So we have here 1 quadrillion, no trillions, 100 billion, 11 million, no thousand, and 1. Altogether, we would just say 1 quadrillion, 100 billion, 11 million, and 1. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell. See you in the next video.